Hi, this is Debbie Bailey with Circle of Wreath Company. Come and join me as we get ready to make a lasso or lariat lasso wreath.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Oh, that's okay, Alexa. I think we've got it. So we took a lasso and we put some gaps and cracks on it. And then what I'm going to do is take some moss just to cover this up. So stay tuned. I bought this from Hobby Lobby, I believe. It's just the moss collection. We're going to use U-pins, and we're just going to kind of go around and stick them in to hold the moss in place. You can see I'm putting the moss around the gaps and cracks. I'm using U-pins on the front to hold the moss in place. On the back, I use hot glue. The reason is because on the back, I'm not going to be putting florals in. So the glue doesn't really matter. But on the front, you really only need to use U-pins. I use my scissors to poke holes in the gaps and cracks for large stems. Sometimes it can be hard to get larger stems to go into the gaps and cracks. I always cut my stems on an angle. I'm using 2 mossy fern stems. I'm going to divide them up. You saw me pull them apart. I'll have 3 on the bottom and 3 on the top. For the stems that have long stems, sometimes I like to twirl them around my fingers. It's easier to do this before you put it in your wreath. We're going to add our second layer of greenery. You'll notice that greenery is kind of slanting to the side. So here's a little tip. If you use some wire, and I have some greenery wire on a spool, I'm going to tie that up so it stays up better. You'll notice whatever I do to the top, I always mirror on the bottom. So I put in a second greenery on the top. Now I'm adding it to the bottom. I like to have different textures on my wreath. So this is kind of a droopy greenery. It's dripping down. And so I'm testing it out in different places to see where I like it best. I'm going to start with my 4th layer of greenery. This is a fern, and I'm going to cut it apart. On this piece of greenery, I don't have enough of a stem to poke into the styrofoam. So what I do is cut my leaves off, and then that will give me more of a stem to hold my glue and poke it into the styrofoam. On the fern stem, you'll notice that I will clip away the leaves as I did before. This will enable me to have more of a stem to put into the styrofoam. As I'm checking my wreath, I notice on the side you can see some of the moss. So we're going to work on that area to try to fill in with some more greenery. Now we're going to add our florals. I have some pink ranunculus that we're going to put in. I thought the stems on the pink florals were too long, so we're going to cut those down to fit closer to the base. I also added some white mini roses. You'll notice that I changed the angle of the wreath. I put the florals more at the top at 2 o'clock rather than at 4 o'clock. The last thing I'm going to add is some phoenix fern. I have some beige and I also have some pink. So I'm just going around the outside and adding the phoenix fern. I'm alternating the beige and the pink. I'm counting because you always want to keep an odd number. You never want to put an even number in there. So if you have 4, you want to make sure you put in 5 stems. The last thing I'll do is take my glue gun and I'll go in and reinforce the stems. I'll make sure they're glued really well to the styrofoam. And we're finished, friends. If you enjoyed this, please make sure you hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy this. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. This is Debbie Bailey with Circle of Love Wreath Company.